Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watch me elevate.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Cam. Let's just get into the show. So in a decent match, the Grizzled Young Veterans defeated the Rising Sun in 1447 with James Drake pinball while using the ropes for leverage. So Grizzled Young Veterans win the match, possibly winning this feud. You never know how feuds go in wrestling. But Grizzled Young Veterans did win, but thing is, they cheated to win. So they call themselves the best. But are you really the best if you cheat? But I mean, they're heels, so I guess. But Boa 53, he's been really improving. Kushida 73, Zach 68, and James Drake 65. You have to think by winning this match, you think that GYV would be putting themselves into the tag title conversation after Bash at the Beach, possibly facing FTR or MSK, whoever wins that match. So yeah, really decent match. 64, I was hoping for a little bit better, but yeah, that's really good. 83. So basically, this was just saying how, this basically was saying that Grizzly Young Veterans cheated to beat the Rising Sun. Zach Gibson and James Drake are just celebrating on the rampway. The crowd is just booing the heck out of him, but Kushida tells Boa that he did really good, and this is not his fault. So, yeah, Kushida, being the veteran that he is, he's telling Boa that, hey, look, things happen. They cheated to win. Let's get them next time. And you really did really good. So, yeah, the Rising Sun continue to do great things. I was back and forth on who I wanted to win and who I didn't want to win. But GYV, they beat MCMG, possibly just, they were the force that really broke MCMG up for good for right now. And yeah, I think they have some momentum, even though they lost at TakeOver Supremacy. I still think that they have more momentum. And also, Rising Sun is a new team, so you still could say that their chemistry isn't there yet. 50. So Malcolm Bivens comes out. He's just all smiles tonight. He's riding on cloud 9, and he says, "This is just a good night for Malcolm Bivens and Bivens Enterprises. I mean, we beat those scrubs last week." Those names who I'm not going to mention because why would I? They're not even in our league. And Malcolm says, we are going to do bigger and better things. And that means NXT Bash at the Beach. Malcolm Bivens says Jason Momoa is a very smart man. He knew that Bivens Enterprises is riding high and they are on a hot streak. So Malcolm said he talked to Jason and he made Bivens Enterprises the host for the 2-night event at NXT Bash at the Beach. And yeah, everybody and the crowd is a little bit stunned by this, but Jason Momoa comes out and Jason says, Malcolm, I did tell you that, and you are the host, but you'll just be one of the hosts. And Malcolm says, what? I thought it was just going to be, we agreed that it would just be just me and my people. And Jason said, things came up at the last minute, business and all. And another guy is coming in, and I'm pretty sure it will be very huge. And Malcolm says, who is it? And Jason says, it wouldn't be business if I didn't tell you, if I didn't let you wait and sit on it. And Malcolm says, this is unfair. And Jason says, quit your complaining. This is business. And Malcolm says, whoever it is, he won't be as great as me. And Jason says, okay, we'll think about it. But Malcolm Bivens and Bivens Enterprises will be the co-host of NXT Bash at the Beach. I think this would be great because Malcolm's personality and whoever the guy that I got is going to be interesting. It's going to be really great. The guy that I got to be the co-host should be interesting. 52, Chris Sabin defeated Warhorse in 5-13 by pinfall at the Cradle Shock. Just giving Chris Sabin some wins. The man only has 6 wins this year, not including what happened with him in Motor City Machine Gun. Including that. So this is a much needed win for Chris Sabin. And we have a sit-down interview with Alex Shelley and Mauro Ranallo. And Mauro sits down with Shelley And Alex says he's very excited for Saturday or Sunday, depending on which night they're on. And Alex says he's excited to show the world what he has and show that he's just not a tag team guy, but he is a great wrestler and not just a hand, but a guy that this company can rely on. And Morrow says, with your whole thing with Hiromu Takahashi, did you underestimate him? And Alex says he did because he just thought Hiromu was just all smiles and all, just charismatic in the outside the ring, that he needed him to be serious because Alex says he needs no excuse. He needs to show people why he's the best. And he did underestimate Hiromu Takahashi, but that's his bad. Hiromu is a several-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, and he likes that. He loves the competition. In that NXT Bash at the Beach, he will be the man to hand Hiromu his first loss in NXT. And Alex Shelley says he's ready to show the world that Alex Shelley is here to stay. 66, so Pete Dunne, Khabib Nurmagomedov, comes out to an indifferent reception after what he did to Doug Williams. And Khabib says, don't ever compare me to Pete Dunne. He's not the wrestler that I am. I'm not saying just wrestling. When I say wrestling, I'm not just saying wrestling in the ring, but you need to be able to wrestle in the octagon. So that's what Khabib is saying, and the mixture of both. And he says he's not the fighter or the grappler that I am as well. And I will show him that at NXT Bash at the Beach, that there's levels to this. Pete Dunne might be great, but I'm excellent. I'm the GOAT. And I will prove that to him at Bash at the Beach. Pete Dunne comes out. He gets in the face of Khabib, and the crowd is ready for this to go off. But Robbie Brookside, Pete Dunne's manager and coach, he breaks it up and says, save it for the pay-per-view. And Pete Dunne leaves and tells Khabib that this isn't over, and he'll snap his fingers at TakeOver. Not TakeOver. It's TakeOver. Bash at the Beach. 63, Ace Austin defeated Leon Ruff in 10-4 by pinfall at the fold. 63 rated match pretty good. Ace Austin 65, Leon Ruff, I keep calling him that. Leon Ruff 50. 92, yes, that's those blue ratings I had. Instead of rating Io on her selling, I did that on her entertainment. She has some really good charisma and entertainment skills. I said, okay, cool. And Io is very fluent in English as well. So I said, yeah, let me do that. And this is a sit-down, heart-to-heart interview with Io Shirai and Black Lotus. And Black Lotus the one to kick it off. She says, Io, you might think that I hate you, but I'm actually happy for you, Io. The thing is, you've been winning championships, no doubt about that. But the thing that irks me the wrong way about you, Io, is not your accomplishments, but what you did with those accomplishments. Io, who taught you how to be fierce? Who taught you the moves that you know? Who taught you your aggression? Oh yeah, that's right. I did, Io. In Lucha Underground, I gave you a platform to show the world who you were, to show the world that this is a burgeoning superstar on the rise, and look at you. You are one of the top faces of this brand, this company, this industry. Not only the best women's wrestler, but just best wrestler in general. And I gave you all of that, Io. But you left me in the dust. And that's why I have to take you out to show people that you have to respect those that gave you that platform. And these women, Utami Hayashishida, Jungle Kiyono, and Kamiko Asahara, they know and they respect me. Io, you didn't respect me. And this is all about respect, Io. And Io cuts her off and says, Black Lotus, the reason I left you was because you were dangerous. All you cared about was furthering your own agenda. You didn't care about our well-being. And that's why I left. And that's why I distanced myself from you and your teachings. Yes, you taught me a few things, but you weren't there when I won the NXT Women's Championship. And I will show you that I am more than what you taught me. And Kamiko Asahara comes out. No, not comes out, but she comes into this interview and breaks it up. And Kamiko tells Io Shirai, no matter who she is, she's going to fall at NXT Bash at the Beach, and she will be her and submit herself as one of the best women on this roster, best up-and-coming women, and no better than beating the great Io Shirai. Really good segment right there. So we go from one hot segment to another hot segment. So Chelsea Green is with the beautiful people in the ring with Robert Stone, and then we have Madison Rayne, Gail Kim, and Beth Phoenix just on the other side, and we come after that after commercial break. So no entrances, they all standing there right in the ring. And Madison says, for a moment she thought Chelsea was right. this industry did disrespect her. Jason Momoa did disrespect her by only having her as a road agent, only thinking of her as a coach. But by looking at how Chelsea Green disrespected legends like Lita, Beth Phoenix, trying to attack Gail Kim, she knew that Green crossed the line and that Green was wrong. Being a legend in this business means that you pass things on to the future. And she didn't think of that at first, but she still knows that she still has it in the ring. She'll show Green that at TakeOver. And Gail says, "We are the legends here. You no doubt are great, but we were the ones that paved the way for you. I was the first ever women's knockouts champion. And I will show you that I still have it in this ring. No matter the age, we are still great. Why do you think we were legends in the first place?" And Beth says, "We will show you why we were great. And we will show you that we will beat you. And we're not here for a paycheck. We're here because of the future." And Paris says, "We know that you are legends, no doubt about it. We know that you're here. We know that you paved the way for us. We know that you're great. You are legends. That's why you're here in this business. But this business doesn't need you anymore. It's time for the new up-and-comers. It's time for the beautiful people's time." And Green says, "That's what we're here to do." And Green says, "We're going to be the best women's faction of all time." She's not mad at Madison anymore, but she's just going to show her who the superior women are. And Robert Stone says, "The beautiful people are going to be great. The beautiful people are going to show why they're one of the best women's faction in all of this industry. Maybe the only notarized women's faction in this industry. And they will do that by taking out 3 legends and putting them back into retirement." Okay, Marcel Bartel and Killian Dane defeated EJ Nduka and Alexander Jessic in 9:36. When Marcel Bartel pinned Alexander Jessic with the Rigoplex. Marcel 67, Killian 54, EJ Nduka 50, and Alexander Jessic 51. Marcel carried the match, by the way. And we have a promo with Ilya Dragunov just to put the bow on this feud. That'll probably be at the Bash, but put a bow on this current build right now. And Ilya says that him and Bate are very similar, but they're different in many ways. Very similar because they're 2 guys from Europe that want to show that Europe has some of the best talent in this world, and they want to carry that flag for their country with pride. But the thing is, Tyler Bate is a Boy Scout. Tyler Bate doesn't want to do what's necessary in this ring. Newsflash, Tyler, this industry is ugly. Sometimes you have to pair yourself with people that have no morals, that have no line. Oh, why is it? Oh my gosh. It should have been Alexander Wolf. My goodness. But that have no line, that have no morals to cross. That can cross the line. And we will do that. We will purify this ring. This ring is sacred. The mat is sacred. This industry is sacred. And not everyone can be in it. And Bate, sadly, you cannot be in it. And I will rid you from NXT at NXT Bash at the Beach. But I just noticed that it should be Alexander Wolf, not Jessic. 61, Jordan Grace defeated Sadie Gibbs in 11:50 by pinfall with a fall from Grace. 61 rated match. 60 from Jordan Grace. Sadie Gibbs, 52. 59. So Grace calls out Jungle Kiona because Jungle Kiona and Dorgan Brado attacked Jordan Grace a few weeks ago, and Jungle Kiona comes out by herself and they start brawling with Grace and Kiona start brawling, and Jungle gets the upper hand until Piper Niven grabs her and gives her a big boot because Piper Niven was attacked as well. But out of nowhere, she's given like a haluva kick type move from Kylie Ray, and Kylie Ray is the one that stands tall over all 3 women. So yeah, a nice little segment to cap off this side of the women's golden ticket qualifier. 97, baby. So AJ Styles and Adam Cole have their face-off. A lot of face-offs here. But Adam Cole tells AJ Styles that in a couple days' time, this dream match will happen. In a couple days' time, I will show this industry that I am the face, not that it wants, but the face that it needs. A guy that has good mic ability, a guy that's great in the ring, and a guy that is the flag bearer for what wrestling should be. AJ Styles, you were that flag bearer, but now it's my time. My time is now. AJ, you think yourself as a demigod, wink, wink, but truly, you're just a mortal, just like all of us. AJ, people think that you're great, no doubt you are, but I will show them not even better than you were in your prime, better than you were at your peak, because clearly, AJ Styles, I'm phenomenal. And AJ takes a little dig at this. AJ says, Adam, you're great, and that's why I wanted this match. I wanted to prove to you and prove to this industry that I still have it. But the thing is, Adam, I know you, and I know that I can beat you. You think yourself as this confident man, but ladies and gentlemen, this is the guy that I put back in wrestling. You were going to quit, but I was the one that talked you into this. And I know that your confidence gets shaken when you think you can't win. And I know you can't win. And that's why I will beat you at Bash at the Beach. 63. Leo Rush defeated Casey Navarro in 9:57 by pinfall the Dragon's Call. Leo Rush 65 and Casey Navarro 48. Really good rating right there. So Trey Miguel comes in the ring with his North American title, and Trey says he's just been informed by William Regal that they will face off at NXT Bash at the Beach for the North American title. Leo Rush is happy about this, but Leo says, Trey, I think of you as a brother, but in that ring, you're my opponent, and that means you're my enemy. I'm not holding back. And Trey says, I wouldn't be the champion if I want you to. If you held back. I want you at your best, and I want you to face me and not think about our friendship, but think about winning the gold that you so desire. So, yep. 82. So we see Yori Katsumatsu training at the PC, and he gives himself a little overview, so it's kind of like a little montage. And Yori says, Ace, you crossed the line by attacking Kendo Cashin, but you've crossed many lines here, and I will show you that the aces up your sleeve are no match for what I have up mine. I will beat you at NXT TakeOver Bash at the Beach. 71, really good match. So Alyssa Flash defeated Jessica Havoc in a strap match because since Alyssa Flash choked out Jessica Havoc with the strap last week and beat her with the strap, they have a strap match. And she won when she was the first to touch all the corners. I know, kind of a lame stipulation. To me, it would just be a normal strap match or the modern strap match where they just fight. And whoever wins, whoever pins their opponent or makes them submit, that's what I'll have. But I couldn't, this was the strap match that I programmed into the game. So, yeah, but Alyssa Flash, 77, Jessica Havoc, 52. They have great chemistry and show in their performance. Really good. Really good rating right there. So, Alyssa Flash continues to beat on Jessica Havoc after the match, and she continues to whip her with the strap, but seems like last week what happened, but Tegan Knox comes out and Alyssa Flash sets her eyes on Tegan, and Tegan says, Alyssa Flash, me and you have been having issues since May. I'm done. I'm trying to win the NXT Women's Championship, but you and Rosemary and Kylie are in my way. That ends at Bash at the Beach because I'm challenging you to a one-on-one match. 95. So Maya Awatani, there's that rating I wanted from Maya. We've been getting 80s, but I know this woman can kick out 90s. So Maya Awatani has an interview with Kathy Kelly, and Maya says that Rhea Ripley is legit. Rhea Ripley is the brutalizer. She knows brutality. Rhea Ripley might be her biggest opponent yet, but the thing is, she got here by knocking down all the giants, all the people that said that are unbeatable. She beat them. Bianca Belair, she beat her. Tenille Dashwood, she beat her. Tegan Knox, she beat her. She's beaten everyone, every woman that's in her path. She righted all the wrongs in her past. And now she will show the world why she is and will always be the NXT Women's Champion, the flag bearer for this show. And the flag bearer for this women's division. Rhea Ripley is great, but Rhea Ripley crumbles under pressure. I thrive under it. 74 rated match. I'm really good. I'm decent. I'm good with that. So in a decent match, Dragon Lee defeated Chris Dijak in 15:48 by pinfall, following a botched in the finish from Ken Shamrock. So, Chris Dijak and Brody King, Ken Shamrock, they all cost Dragon Lee the match against Trey Miguel a couple weeks ago for the North American title. And it looks like Dragon Lee got a bit of revenge. It was a flash pinfall, like the roll-up distraction, where, let's say, Ken Shamrock tried to hit Dragon Lee, but ended up hitting Chris Dijak, and Dragon Lee rolled up Chris Dijak, so it wasn't an out-and-out clean loss. But I was thinking about this. I said, the thing people have to understand when it comes to TEW, that sometimes you could put people over, but the differences in the pop just makes it hard. Like, I wanted Chris Dijak to probably win, but Dragon Lee was going to be extremely unhappy, and I was like, I'm not about to deal with that headache. So I just had Dragon Lee win, have it be a flash pinfall, and interference happen. So, yeah. But Chris Dijak, this is far from over, because Chris Dijak and Brody King are not going to have this. So we have a promo from Tennille Dashwood, and she gets a promo from her phone, and she says, like, Rosemary's gimmick is tired. All this supernatural BS, all this stuff about trying to make children scared, that's all played out. Probably would have worked in the Attitude Era, probably Ruthless Aggression, but you're stretching it out right now. Rosemary, nobody's falling for your mind games. And I will show you that I am the represent the future and the present, while you represent something of the past, something in a D-list horror movie. And the phone promo creepily turns into Rosemary, and she's somewhere like an abandoned parking lot with fire. She's talking in a promo with a hoodie on, and there's fire, like a garbage can with fire. And Rosemary says, "We'll see what happens. Last week I knew, standing face to face, you're saying that, but I saw the little girl scared in you, and I will prove to you at TakeOver that you don't have to be scared of me, because I know you are." Did that make any sense? You think you're not scared of me, but I know that you are. And we end the show with Keith Lee and Santos Escobar face to face, and Keith Lee says it'll be an honor to face Santos Escobar at NXT Bash at the Beach. Two men with very strong wills, but only one will survive, and it will be the will of the limitless one, Keith Lee. Santos, you're fighting for something bigger than you, and I respect that. But the thing is, I'm fighting for something as well. I'm fighting to show that I am still the best wrestler in the world. I'm fighting because I held the 2 titles last year, and I quickly lost both of them. I was embarrassed. I was on a downward spiral, but I showed that if you can get back up, you can do it. And I will continue to do that. I continue to be an inspiration. And Santos says he respects that about Keith. But the thing is, I have to deliver on a promise, and that promise is going to outlast your will of inspiration. We'll see, Keith Lee. Let the best man win. And both men shake hands, and the show gets us a 82. I'll take that after the disaster of a show last week for Thunder, not Inferno. But tell me what you thought down below. I'll see you when I see you. Go home, show was banging. Let's get an NXT Bash at the Beach. Peace.